Namaste. My name is Sandeep Solanki, and today we are going to learn a very important asana, a very important meditative posture called as Lotus pose or Padmasana. In Hatha Yoga Pratipika, there are 4 asanas which are mentioned to be very important, which is Siddhasana, Padmasana, Sinhasana and also Bhadrasana. Padmasana is a very important meditative asana, but it is not an easy asana. It falls into the category of intermediate to advanced asana, and the reason is it brings a lot of strain on the ankle, at the same time knee and the hip. Most of the time we are not sitting on the floor for too long, and that's the reason why the area which is the groin, which is the hip, which is the back, tends to get stiff. When people sit down, they usually have this position where if they are not used to, their knees are always a little higher. And that is the reason why those who are in this position, they should first focus on allowing some mobility to come at the hip joint, at the groin region, at the hamstring, at the lower back, at the glute, and so on. The moment the knee starts falling down, little by little, you can start focusing on coming towards Padmasana. But Padmasana has a prerequisite. It should help to bring the mobility of the ankle, of the knee, of the hip, and there are a lot of joint rolling exercises which are very beneficial for it. So we should focus on all those while coming towards this particular practice, which is Padmasana. Remember, when we practice, there are some prerequisites, because I've seen a lot of people getting injured while going into Padmasana. They usually damage their knee. Not very good for the knee. And sometimes they can also affect their hip and the ankle. So those who have injury from knee and ankle, they should take a little care. In fact, they should be happy doing Ardha Padmasana, or maybe even Sukhasana is fine. When you sit in Padmasana, it has a lot of benefits from a spiritual point of view. When we talk about Kundalini, when we talk about the energy, the serpent energy moving up, it can be very beneficial for that. But then there are other postures also, meditative postures also, which can be of that much importance, like Siddhasana and so on. When people sit in Padmasana, they tend to lift and immediately go into Padmasana. But then we have to make some movement at the knee and the ankle along with the hip to increase some mobility. And that's the reason why we are going to see Padmasana, in which we are going to move certain parts little by little. Let's sit with both the legs straight and let the feet be little apart. This is the starting position. Now first we have to increase the mobility of the knee and ankle. So how to do that? We bend one leg at the knee, and if I'm bending my right leg at the knee, I will hold my right ankle with the right hand, and I will hold my right ball of the foot with the left hand like this, as if I'm trying to open the sole of the feet up to the ceiling. So I'm holding like this. So first I want to increase some movement in the hip, so I'm going to lift my leg up and then I'm going to release it a little down. Then again I'm going to lift my leg up and again I'm going to release my leg down. This will focus more on the hip area. One more time. We lift and we keep it down. Now little by little, as we keep on doing this, the mobility of the hip can start improving. But then this should be practiced day by day, week by week. We can come into Padmasana, not suddenly on one fine day. Remember, your body is very important. Make sure that you don't injure yourself. After lifting the hip, the foot up so that we can stretch the hip area, now we come to the ankle and the knee. So I'm going to twist the ankle and let the sole of the feet face up to the ceiling. It's opening up to the ceiling. Again, I lift so that hip is stretching. Then I open the sole of the feet so that the ankle is being stretched nicely. And then I would repeat it one more time. The third time, I lift, I twist, and I keep it on the thigh. After keeping it on the thigh, what we have done is we have worked with the hip, we have worked a little bit with the ankle. Now we come on the knee. So I can place both my hands behind on the floor, and then I can start pressing the knee down. Remember, this is a very difficult practice, because those who don't have the range in the knee, those who have a weak knee, those who have a very tight, stiff knee, they will find too difficult. So for them, if they are not very comfortable to bring the knee down, and if they find some strain, they can always keep a block underneath the knee so that they are a little safer. As they will keep on practicing this for a few days, they will find that the range of their leg will improve and the knee will start coming down. But those who find that they are still comfortable and they are not feeling much strain at the knee, what they can do is they can keep the hands behind and press the knee down. This is how we are going to increase the mobility little by little and then release it back. Then again press the knee down and then release it back. First we work on the hip, then we work on the ankle, now we are coming on the knee. But as we do so, automatically the twisting of the ankle, also the stretch in the hip will increase. So do as much as you can. As we keep on practicing this from the right leg and the left leg for some time, later on we can challenge ourselves to go into Padmasana. So how to get into Padmasana? In the same way, as we keep on practicing this for a few days, we bend one leg, we lift, we hold the right heel with the right hand, the right ball of the foot with the left hand, we turn the sole of the feet and keep it at the thigh, on the thigh. Remember, the outer edge of the feet should come closer towards the root of the thigh, but not necessarily, because some people will not have that range. So it's okay to keep it here. And then slowly we bend the other leg at the knee, we hold that left heel with the left hand with the left heel, and then again lift and open the sole of the feet and keep it on the thigh. This is how Padmasana will slowly and slowly come. Remember, don't hold for too long. And if you find that when you do this, if the knee is lifting more from one side, support yourself with a block or with a blanket and make yourself comfortable. With practice, the knees will start coming down. But not necessarily that everyone brings both the knees down. Some people will always have one knee little higher. If after even few months and years of practice, if that is not going, it is perfectly fine. Remain a little happy. This is how Padmasana can be practiced. Remember, Padmasana is a very important asana, but it should not lead to injury. So practice it slowly and gradually, increasing the mobility of the hip, the knee and the ankle, and that's how Padmasana will start becoming a little easier. Few people who cannot do even Ardha Padmasana, half lotus pose like this is fine. In fact, once you do the mobility exercise of the hip, knee and ankle, you should first try to sit in Ardha Padmasana, the half lotus pose, with one leg and then the other leg on top, and then from there you can go towards Padmasana. Friends, thank you for watching the video. If you like the video, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. If you have any questions related to this video or any other video related to yoga, please do write to us. We will revert back to you. Thank you for watching. Namaste.